Hello and welcome to Mobile Gaming News Weekly. We are the Gaming on Phone team that specializes in bringing the mobile gaming news to your feet at the earliest availability. To start off this week, Square Enix Montreal, the award-winning studio, has announced that its much-anticipated mobile title, Hitman Sniper the Shadows, is now available on Android and iOS devices. This mobile sniper game is an action role-playing game set in a wholly original Hitman story. Earlier known as Hitman Sniper Assassins, it was rebranded to Hitman Sniper the Shadows. As a member of the Shadows, players will get to embark on globe-trotting assignments. They will be able to take down targets with stealth, engage in fierce competition, and build their reputation as the International Contract Agency agents. Moving next, the Russian aggression against Ukraine has been condemned across the world by different countries and organizations like NATO through heavy economic sanctions. In a sudden announcement, EA Sports has announced that it will remove Russian clubs from its products such as FIFA Mobile, FIFA 22, and FIFA Online. The announcement did not include the inevitable FIFA 23 title, which is yet to be released. Also, earlier this week, UEFA had announced that the committee will not be conducting the Champions League finals in the Russian city of St. Petersburg, which has been shifted to Paris. FIFA has banned all Russian clubs from international football and Russia from the 2022 World Cup. Up next, the soft launch of Apex Legends Mobile, which was supposed to take place this week in selected regions, has been delayed by almost a week to March 7, 2022. In the other news, the Battlefield Mobile Alpha test scheduled to take part before the end of February has also been delayed to an unknown future date. The delays are due to the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. For now, this is all that the developers have officially said, and players will now have to wait for a little longer to get their hands on the game. Moving forward, Netflix has announced that they are going ahead with an approximately $72 million deal to acquire the Finnish mobile game developer Next Games. Under the terms of agreement, Netflix will commence a tender offer process to acquire all of the issued and outstanding shares of Next Games. The indie studio was founded in 2013 and led by Timo Huitinen with headquarters in Helsinki, Finland. The company's strategy is to develop games on popular entertainment IP with fans across the globe, including Stranger Things, Puzzle Tales, The Walking Dead, No Man's Land, etc. Next Games creates and operates engaging mobile games with an authentic and social fan experience at the heart. Next up, Yuzu Games is a global developer and publisher known for its popular mobile games such as Dynasty Scrolls or Game of Thrones Winter is Coming. And now they have announced a brand new fantasy action MMORPG game, League of Angels Chaos, which is now up for pre-registration on Android and iOS devices globally. League of Angels Chaos will give players the ultimate RPG experience on mobile devices. The story of the game set in the time when Ragnarok has engulfed the world in chaos and the heavens themselves have been torn into pieces. As the champions of the gods, players are the last hope to bring back order and restore the realm. Moving next, Japanese game development company Colourful has announced that their most anticipated game, Shironeko Golf, will get a global release in the early summer of 2022. For the fans of the original Shironeko series, the game will be bringing a lot of familiar faces who will be making an appearance in the game. Colourful has just opened the pre-registration for Shironeko Golf, its upcoming sports title for the Android and iOS platforms. Colourful has further promised that Shironeko Golf will give players a real-life golf experience through the game. Next up, Atari and Graphite Lab have come together to work on and announce the release of a brand new puzzle platformer, Kombinera, for a bunch of platforms including mobile devices, both on Android and iOS on 7th of April 2022. Kombinera is a dazzling neon puzzle platformer that tests player skills and smarts from St. Louis-based Graphite Lab. It will contain 300 levels of friendishly challenging puzzles, which will be found lurking behind a veneer of colorful shapes and simplistic controls. Moving forward, Starchest Studio has announced that they will release the Immortal Mayor on mobile platforms through a closed beta. The game is already available for Android in selected regions through TapTap. It was first released for PC on Steam in 2021 and is developed by Starchest Studio and published by Eureka Studio. The game's PC version has received favorable reviews from gamers and critics. Now the Immortal Mayor is gearing up for games release on mobile platforms, both Android and iOS. Next up, after almost a year of waiting, Hi-Res Studios' development team announced that Rogue Company, a new third-person multiplayer shooter game, will be starting an iOS technical test. This is the first announcement after the company revealed the mobile version for the first time in August 2021. The game had previously announced an open beta test for players who sign in using the Verizon network with a reward as part of their deal. A couple of months later from the open beta test, the Rogue Company team has now announced a testing round with emphasis on iOS. This means that the game is in the final stages of the release, which could be expected in the next few months. Last but not the least, Darjeeling Productions and Pixmane have announced the release of its award-winning puzzle adventure game Labyrinth City: Pierre the Maze Detective, which is now available for iOS devices. The game is available for a special price of $3.99 for players worldwide. Labyrinth City is adapted from the beloved children's book series Pierre the Maze Detective: The Search for the Stolen Maze Stone by Hiro Kamigaki and Ice Foot Design, published by Lawrence King. That wraps it up for this weekly update. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future news and updates.